What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to break down two 9-stroke patterns that I really enjoy playing. A few days ago, I posted a clip of them on Instagram, and that post received a little bit more interaction than a lot of my other posts, so I figured, hey, why not make this the subject of a video? So here we are. Since these are 9-stroke patterns, they naturally lend themselves to operating in a triplet subdivision, but we could, of course, overlay them into 16th notes or 32nd notes or whatever. But for the most part, today we're just going to think of things in terms of triplets. Each of these patterns begins with the kick, which is kind of cool, and they each only contain 2 strokes with the right hand, so your kick and left hand are going to be doing most of the heavy lifting here. The first pattern is kick, left, right, left, kick, left, right, left, left. If I play it slowly as 3 beats of triplets, it sounds like this. Inflected that way, where the left hand is only playing ghost notes on the snare drum, we could sort of hear this melody between just the kick and floor tom. Boom, dum, boom, dum, boom, dum, boom, dum. And it's kind of like a short, 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 long, short, 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 long. And then the left hand is essentially texture happening between the melody. The faster I play this pattern, the more your attention should be drawn to just the kick and floor tom content. Another way to inflect this same pattern is to accent all of the single left-hand strokes on the snare. And that brings out this cool offset triplet rhythm over here, and that kind of competes for space almost against the melody. And that sounds like this. When you feel comfortable playing each of those inflections individually, then you'll want to practice switching back and forth between the two, like this. Even though it's the same exact sticking all the way through, having 2 different ways of inflecting that pattern almost makes it feel like it's 2 different things, but it ain't. The second pattern is shockingly similar to the first pattern. There's literally 1 difference between the two. So the second pattern begins with 2 kicks instead of beginning with kick left. So the second pattern is kick, kick, right, left, kick, left, right, left, left. And by extension, that means the right hand occurs in the same place in this second pattern as it does the first. So it kind of has a similar melody between the kick and the right hand, but beginning with the 2 kicks actually opens up some quite different inflections compared to that first pattern. So the second pattern, as triplets, nice and slow, sounds like this. Just like before, right there I was playing the left hand as ghost notes on the snare drum, but we can also have an alternate inflection for this pattern as well. And also, just like before, now I'm going to accent each of those single left hand strokes, and that makes the pattern sound like this. When you're able to play each of those inflections individually, yes, you guessed it, try to play each of them back to back like this. All right, now let's do something a little more functional with these. So we have 2 patterns and 2 inflections of each. We just have to arrange them in some kind of musical capacity. In that Instagram clip that I posted, I was phrasing things as 2 measures of 16th triplets. So I was filling 48 spaces. So we can have 5 of the 9-stroke patterns, and that accounts for 45 spaces, and then we just have 3 remaining spaces to fill. For the purposes of this video, let's just fill those last 3 spaces with kick, right, left. So the phrasing comes out to 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 3. 5 9s and a 3. There are a lot of different ways to cycle through the different inflections and change up the order and combination of the patterns. Obviously, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will transcribe more of them than I'm about to demonstrate. So be sure to snatch up that transcription by checking out the link in my bio. Not my bio, what the hell? The description of this video. I'm sorry, I forgot I don't know. So the first phrase I'm going to play is just going to entail switching back and forth between the 2 patterns as long as I can. And then remember, I'm exiting with kick, right, left. So I'm going to have the first pattern, and then the second pattern, and then the first pattern again, and then the second pattern again, and then the first pattern one more time. That would be 5 groups of 9, and then kick, right, left at the end of that. And I'm going to start with the flatter inflection here, where I'm not playing accents with the left hand. And all together, that's going to sound like this. Next, I'm going to keep the same sequence of the patterns, but now I'm going to use the alternate inflections of each. So left hand is going to be doing a ton of accents, but it's still going to be first pattern, second pattern, first pattern, second pattern, first pattern, kick, right, left at the end. From here, you can mix things up a little bit. So now I'll do the flat inflection from the first pattern, the accented inflection from the second pattern, the accented inflection from the first pattern, and then the accented inflection from the second one again, and then the flat first pattern again, and then kick right left at the end of that. It's going to sound something like this. From there, you can change the orchestration of this pattern. I was keeping everything just between kick, snare, and floor tom, but you can move the right hand around to different toms. You can move your left hand around if you're feeling real adventurous. Get creative with it. I just want to give you a starting point here. And like I mentioned, I'll have a few other combinations written out for you on the associated transcription. Speaking of which, if you like what you saw in this video, check out my Patreon page. Your support grants you access to transcriptions for this video, as well as transcriptions for all my other lesson videos, and follow me on Instagram at DrumMerhar to see more videos of my playing. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.